Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Denver Nuggets against the Orlando Magic. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jamal Murray.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
A look at the Magic starting group. They've got Bacon. Porter is out there with Carter. Then it's Ennis, and it's Carter Williams in at the point. And for Denver, Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Porter in at the small forward position. Now here's Murray. Barton outside. Gordon the pass to Murray. Back to Gordon. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Magic. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
I think a lot of people were surprised by that result because on paper, you didn't think that game would be that competitive.
Sinks the three-pointer. This is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained during the next 2 to 3 weeks of this season.
Here's Gordon after the made shot from Wendell Carter. And the basket by Gordon.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Carter Williams against Murray. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded closely. It's hauled in by Jokic. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Murray against Carter Williams. Pass to Porter. Tries again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here are the Nuggets now. It's a 3-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here is Porter. Denver getting their last shot to go, and that one drops.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. We talked about the problems Aaron Gordon presents on their defense. Coach said with his athleticism, whoever guards him is going to be exhausted by his activity. That's something we need to account for. That means a lot of rotation players on the big man tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. So it's Orlando now after the Nuggets pick up 2. Outside, Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Ennis. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Near the 3-point line, it's Gordon. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Magic trail by 7.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10.
By a foreign player. You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. While we have a moment here, let's see which teams have scored the most second chance points since the All-Star break. The Nuggets third.
And offensive rebounding, always a point of emphasis for this group, but for whatever reason, they've had particular success since the break, really just outworking their opponents on the glass.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Okeke. Burge kicks to Randall. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hampton.
There's some length from Murray as a guard there as he helps out on defense and pesters the shooter.
Outside Millsap. Gordon against Randall. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Randall. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. He's right around 17 points a night, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And here are the Nuggets now. After the Magic pick up 2. Outside Gordon. Six to shoot. Pass to Millsap. Over Bamba. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And 1:01 left to play in the first. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Green. The Magic trail by 7. Now Randall. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And the shot goes in. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Back to Millsap. Murray kicks to Gordon. Here's McGee. It's hauled in by the Magic. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. Murray with it. To the inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. Gets it off. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets ahead, up 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. This game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. Here's Randall following the score by Aaron Gordon. Here's Bamba. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Bamba's got his first basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Murray finds Millsap. On the wing, Gordon. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
The Magic trail by 5. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Now, here's Jokic. 20 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target. And he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
The Magic trail by 8. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Porter against McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Magic have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And what you like about Porter, he can do a little bit of everything for you. Defend it, rebound it, space the floor, and he's unselfish.
Now, here's Jokic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Martin passes to Jokic. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
Carter Williams can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 6. Inside. Down low. Campazzo. Here's Jokic. Nice D from Porter.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
And Denver has possession. Magic knocking down the tray. Martin from outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 8 points for Will Barton.
That was a thing of beauty there. The arc, the release, 3-ball looking good.
The Magic trail by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jokic with the steal. Here we go, all alone. Pushing it up. Here's Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. McGee in the high post. That one's not going to go.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Now here's Carter Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bacon. They get it back. And yes, it's good.
Timeout. Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jokic finds Barton. Back to Jokic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
What's Jokic, like 6'10" out there? Not many defenders are going to be able to match up with that kind of size.
Jason Randall's checked in for James Ennis. Free throw, good. Jokic. So it's Orlando now. They trail by 7. Randall against Porter. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
1:21 left to play in the first half. Clock at 6. Porter dishes to Hampton. Over Gordon, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Jokic high post. To the paint. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Murray. Gordon's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Randall with the ball, now guarded by Murray. Denver's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Gordon inside to the middle. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Offensive rebound.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Murray finds Porter. Gordon inside, guarded by Porter, and the basket by Gordon. And now an 11-point Denver lead. And here's Porter. Stolen by Gordon. Ahead, up in time. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew.
Thank you, David.
He got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Carter Williams. Porter is out there with Ennis. Then there's Carter. And it's Bacon in at the 2 guard. 5 on the clock. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Murray. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Gordon. Barton outside. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
The Magic trail by 13.
Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out in a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Ennis kicks to Carter Williams. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic just got his 5th rebound in this one. Barton outside. Back to Jokic. Outside Porter. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Bamba is checked in for the Magic. Ken Burge comes in for Otto Porter Jr.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Bacon. Outside Porter. Now McGee. No points in the game yet for him. Campazzo. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Bacon. Now Bamba. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. The Nuggets leading by 12. It's good. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Campazzo, he's defended by Randall. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis. Yep. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
There's 1:38 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Randall with the ball. Here's Bacon. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They've led by as many as 14 points. Offline with his 3. The Magic trail by 11. Beyond the arc. Hampton misses. Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Green passes to Porter. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Porter's got 5.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Here's Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The Nuggets leading by 11. Outside, Porter. Inside, Millsap. Not going to go that time. The Magic go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Birch the pass to Bacon. He kicks it to Randall. Just 5 to shoot. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Now here's Murray. From deep 3-point range, can't connect. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after.
Anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Will Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Green. And there's Gordon. And it's Millsap in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Magic trail by 13. Tipped away. Martin with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when Gordon is hot, boy, he is fun to watch. And you can tell he's having fun as well.
And so here's Orlando. And here is Carter Williams. And Carter now, top of the key. Orlando moving the ball around. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets leading by 15. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Murray. On the wing, Gordon. Carter Williams covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Gordon missing. The Magic trail by 15. Here's Okeke. And the layup's good off the glass.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Murray, the pass to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Magic shooting 43% from the floor. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Randall finds Carter. There's Okeke, guarded by Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
The Nuggets leading by 15. Here's Gordon. That one drops for him. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Magic. And stolen by Murray. Martin dishes to Gordon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
In an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
And he knocks down the first one. The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Bacon, he's checked in for Orlando. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
The Magic trail by 18. Carter Williams, the pass to Ennis. Now Porter. Back to Carter Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Carter Williams has got his first bucket of the night. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Porter passes to Gordon. Back to Porter, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And Michael Porter Jr. being drafted was a bit of a high risk, high reward due to the fact that physically he needed to come a long way to be consistent in the NBA. We may be seeing signs that it's going to pay off with huge dividends.
And finished off by Porter.
And being 6'8", dunking, not an issue for Porter. All he needs is good position, and he's good to go.
Count that one. Gordon's got 29.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
The Magic trail by 18. Sends the pass to Bacon. Gordon against Porter. They grab their own miss. Carter finds Porter, goes up again, and he lays it up and in.
Timeout. And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with a solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Denver calls timeout. They're leading by 16.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total combination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational. Opposite direction now. Carter kicks to Carter Williams. Passes it to Bacon. Ennis with the ball. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on three?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nuggets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Aaron Gordon.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
Free throw good, Gordon. Both good from the line that time. 15 seconds left in the game. Now Hampton. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Bull. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.